Hey guys, it's Angela and I am here to do a book review. I've been wanting to do one for my channel for quite some time, and I saw two books that are going to be made into movies and I thought those would be perfect. The first one is The Maze Runner by James Dashner and the second is Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. So let's get started. Imagine waking up inside of a pitch black box and having no memories at all. You can only remember your name and you don't even know why you can only remember your name. That is exactly the situation that our protagonist Thomas finds himself in. Shortly after waking up inside the box, he is thrust into this place known only as the Glade, where about 60 other boys live. There's a farm there, everybody has their own jobs, but Thomas is not getting answers. They say that they'll take him on a tour after he arrives, but a series of events kind of prevent that from happening. So, Thomas knows that outside the walls of the Glade is a place called the Maze, and each day a group of people known as the runners go out and explore the maze. They're trying to find a way out. Every night they have to be back or the walls will close them out of the Glade and thrust them into the dangers of creatures known as the Grievers. The Grievers are like half animal and half machine, and they roll around and they basically kill people. So all the Gladers are afraid of them. The Gladers are the boys that are living in the Glade. Now, these boys get a new newbie every month on the same day out of the box. They also get out of the box some supplies to help them run things. And we find out from one of the leaders of the Glade that the boys have been there for 2 years. So they keep coming in over the course of 2 years. Thomas is obviously the newbie and they're all willing to accept him, but on his second day in the Glade, the sound for the box goes off and inside the box is a new newbie, a girl known as Teresa. Teresa comes with an ominous message for the men of the Glade, the boys of the Glade if you will, and then passes out into a coma. It is up to Thomas and his desire to become a runner to figure out what is happening in the Glade and figure out if there is ever an escape from the maze. You guys should really check this book out. It is amazing. By James Dashner, called The Maze Runner. I'm going to read it back to you really quickly. Okay, if you ain't scared, you ain't human. When Thomas wakes up in the lift, the only thing he can remember is his name. He is surrounded by strangers, boys whose memories are also gone. Nice to meet you, Shank. Welcome to the Glade. Outside the towering stone walls that surround the Glade is a limitless, ever-changing maze. It's the only way out, and no one's ever made it through alive. Everything is going to change. Then a girl arrives, the first girl ever, and the message she delivers is terrifying. Remember, survive, run. I could not put this book down. It was amazing. It is a YA novel. Not a whole lot of graphic things in it, if at all, I don't think. It just was really good, and it kept me captivated from the first page to the last. This is the first book in a series. The second book is called The Scorch Trials, and the third book is called The Death Cure. Yeah, The Death Cure. And then they also have a prequel called The Kill Order, but that one is the last one that came out. And I've downloaded the Scorch Trials to my iPad, and I'm currently reading it, loving it just as much as this one. It's a little more action-packed than this one because I don't want to spoil it. Well, I don't want to spoil it. I'm not going to say it. You have to check this out for yourself, and if you like it, let me know. I most certainly did. Another book that I'm really liking at the current moment and cannot wait for the movie is called Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. This was so good. It's about, let me flip through. Let's see. It's 415 pages, and I think I got through it in 2 days. I mean, I could not put it down. The only part I hated was the end. I really did not like that. And if you read it, let me know what you thought of the end down below. I would be anxious to hear if you hated it as much as I did. But Gone Girl is about a man named Nick Dunn, and he wakes up on the morning of his 5th wedding anniversary, goes to his place of establishment, which is a bar that he and his twin sister Margot own, and gets a call from a neighbor saying the cat's out. He races home, and his house looks like there has been foul play inside, and his wife is nowhere to be seen. As the detectives start prying into what happened to his wife, things come to the surface about Nick that make him seem like a down rotten, like a really bad person, a liar, bad secrets start coming out. Now, every year his wife will leave him clues for a scavenger hunt, and that will lead him to his wedding anniversary. The cops find the first clue, and Nick decides to start a scavenger hunt of his own without his wife. The results are truly terrifying. Nothing you can predict. Okay, the one thing I have to say before I read you guys the review is I am a big flipper, and what that means is if I had gotten this book and hadn't already known, I'll flip occasionally to the back of a book and read the last couple of sentences to decide if I want to read it or not. Do not flip ahead of this book. If you don't already know what's going to happen in this book, please don't. You will ruin it for yourself. This is an amazing book. This is definitely an adult book. There is some language in here, but it is definitely worth it. If you have a mature reading level, I strongly suggest you check it out. So let's get into this description. On a warm summer morning in North Carthage, Missouri, it is Nick and Amy Dunn's 5th wedding anniversary. Presents are being wrapped and reservations are being made when Nick's clever and beautiful wife disappears. As the police begin to investigate, the town golden boy parades as a series of lies, deceits, and inappropriate behavior. Nick is oddly evasive, and he is definitely bitter. But is he really a killer? So, Gone Girl is really amazing, and Ben Affleck is going to play the role of Nick Dunn. I cannot wait to see it. And I actually want to read you guys a little bit of it. Okay. This is not going to spoil anything, but this is how hooked I was, and this is on page 36, and I was hooked from there, and I had to finish it. So, I was jittering from one foot to another, wanting to do something. I didn't want them to discuss how lovely my wife was. I wanted them to go out and search for my fucking wife. I didn't say this out loud, though. I often don't say things out loud, even when I should. I can contain and compartmentalize to a disturbing degree. In my belly basement are hundreds of bottles of rage, despair, fear, but you'd never guess from looking at me. 5. Big one. Let me guess. Reservations at Houston's? Gilpin asked. It was the only upscale restaurant in town. You all really need to try Houston's, my mom had said when we moved back, thinking it was Carthridge's unique little secret, hoping it might please my wife. Of course, Houston's. It was my 5th lie to the police. I was just starting. Guys, so good. Check it out. Love this book. Just didn't like the end, but I'm willing to get over that. So this is it for my book review. If you like either of these books, feel free to tell me what you like most about them in the comments below. If you want to see another book review, or if you have a recommended book that I should read, let me know down below. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, maybe subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.